Three, two.
Saturday night.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture
with Kathy and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. It is Saturday night time for your weekly dose of pop culture. Kathy and Kenny live on a Saturday night. Kenny, how are you doing?
I am just ducky, Kathy. I am just ducky.
Just ducky. Coming from a new location.
Yes, I am coming from our new digs in Moorestown, New Jersey. Still in South Jersey.
South Jersey, North Carolina, every weekend.
Yes. Yep. South Jersey, North Carolina. North of the South, baby. North of the South.
And just like me, like I've been out. I had planned to go shopping first thing in the morning, get it all done, and just be done with it. I didn't get out till late, so I'm actually just getting in, having hit a couple stores, getting some things I needed, and and putting everything away.
When I was out today putting brakes in my car. Yes, I now know how to put brakes in my car.
Oh, cool. So you got them all done?
Yes, I changed my back brakes, and it took us a minute because it was a learning process. But I changed my back brakes, and the car stops.
Like magic.
Yeah, like magic.
There you go.
So, we usually start off with pop culture news.
Okay.
And back in 93, a very famous TV show started called The Power Rangers.
Okay.
30 years later, Power Rangers is still on the air.
Kind of like The Simpsons.
Kind of like The Simpsons, the Power Rangers still on the air. And this year they started their 23rd season because over the years they've kept the same cast for like 2 or 3 seasons. So
Hmm.
even after 30 years being on the air, this is actually their 23rd lineup of Power Rangers.
Oh, cool.
Of a new Power Rangers lineup. This is Cosmic Fury. And the one thing about this is one of the people that is in this lineup that is serving as a mentor to these young Power Rangers is one of the original Power Rangers, David Yost, who played Billy. David Yost, who played Billy, the original smart Power Ranger guy, the Blue Ranger. He is their kind of like their tech person and mentor that kind of helps them out and got them back into the power grid because they had to get new costumes and new Power Ranger power with the new season. So
Aha.
they went from Dino Fury to Cosmic Fury.
Okay.
So that's
I,
my
I
pop culture news. Yeah.
I will admit I am pop culture illiterate when it comes to the Power Rangers. I guess that was a little after my generation, and I never really got into the Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
Now
You know,
my
I
other
could
pop
speak
culture
to you about
news.
Astro Boy all day long, or Kimba the White Lion, or
Yes.
cartoons of those ilk. Anything that might have been Hanna-Barbera, but I just am not
Oh,
well
I
versed
totally
with
understand.
Power
I get
Rangers.
it. I get it.
It's a pop culture gap, and I will admit it. There you go.
Look, it's only because of George and the girls that I know some of this newer stuff.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's right. The kids are keeping
So
you young.
my other pop culture news is that after all these years, there's finally been an arrest in Tupac's murder.
Oh, really? I didn't hear this.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
This guy, criminals aren't very smart. And they are dumb. Batman is right. They're cowardly lots. They're not very intelligent. I could dress up as a bat and scare everybody. Criminals are stupid. This guy,
But who did they arrest?
I'm gonna tell you his name in a minute. This guy was in the car when they shot Tupac.
Okay.
He put out a memoir about being in the car when Tupac was shot. And he says somebody else did it, and that person's already dead. So
Okay.
they arrested Dwayne Keith D. Davis. This is the guy who put out a memoir and said, "Look, I was in a car when Tupac got shot. I know who did it, and the person who did it is already dead." So what they did
Uh,
was they did some investigating, and I believe it was about a week ago, so 2 weeks ago, they raided this guy's house or whatever. They found more evidence, and next thing you know, Dwayne Davis is in jail, charged with Tupac's murder after all these years.
How many
Yep.
years? What
Well,
year?
17, because he died in 96.
Oh, wow.
So 17 years later,
It's more than
apparently this
17
guy,
years.
apparently this guy put out a memoir about
Well,
being
Kenny,
there
I'm
that
sorry.
day.
Can we back up?
Yeah,
Because if it's 96 and it's 2023, that's at least 23, 27 years.
yeah. What did I say?
17.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 27 years. 27 years. My
Wow.
fault. 27 years later, we have someone, and he kind of gave himself away. You don't say you was in the car and write a memoir about it.
Because, that makes you an accomplice, and
Yes.
What
You
are
big
all the
dummy.
other people in the car dead, or
I'm
he and
assuming
the
everybody
shooter's
else in the
dead?
car is dead.
Okay.
Well, he says the guy who was the shooter is dead. But this is
So
I don't know his name, but this is something that there was a detective in Los Angeles who put this all together years ago and did a documentary about it and everything. And I
mhm.
guess nobody listened to this guy, and they had to find their own evidence. And now Dwayne Davis, Big Mouth Dwayne, that's what they should call him when they get to jail. Big Mouth Dwayne Davis is locked up now, writing a memoir. That's kind of like OJ saying, if I had done it, I would have did this.
Well, that's what he wrote a book saying that.
I know that's
If
what,
I
yeah, it's the same thing. If I
That's right.
had done it,
But see,
I'd have
the
did
thing
this.
is, you can only be tried for murder once.
Right.
So, because he was acquitted, I guess he could say anything. He
You
could
say,
say he did it. I mean, everybody kinda knows he did it,
but
and
this guy wasn't.
if he didn't do it, he might have been there.
This guy could have kept his mouth shut.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that brought him out is
Well,
he
he should
was
have taken to his grave, but I guess
yeah.
not.
This and one thing that brought it out was this guy. I think they said he might have had to make a. He wrote the memoir to make a plea deal because he was up for some drug charges. So
Ah.
apparently, this guy Dwayne Davis can't stay out of trouble. So yeah, he's probably not that smart. Yeah, let's go with that.
So do you think we'll be getting any information on Biggie's death now that this has come out?
No,
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 because
I
the rest
doubt
of
it.
the folks gonna shut up.
Yeah, I doubt. Yeah, because they know how to shut up.
Just, you know, some things you don't talk about.
Some things you just don't talk about. And this guy,
So, was he writing the book to make money or just because of this to try to get a plea deal for his drug charges?
I think, to try to get a plea deal for his drug charges.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, yes. Now
Wow.
you're
So,
for murder.
now
For
we're
murder.
yeah,
Dumbass.
that's
All right.
crazy. That is crazy.
And speaking of people doing dumb things and people not being loyal, today's show is
Okay.
about songs of betrayal.
And
So we got
can I
some
tell you
songs
where I
here.
get
You
this
have a
title from?
where do you get this title from?
I got this title because this was something, a line that my, roommate, Donna, would say, and I think one of her cast members had said it about something, but, you would always fake like a phone call, "Bitter hotline, Kathy speaking. Oh, yes, this is why I'm bitter." Blah, 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 just "Bitter hotline, can I help you?"
Yeah.
So I always that phrase "bitter hotline" always stayed with me. Hey Steve, how are you
Hey Steve,
doing
how
this
you doing,
Saturday
man?
night? Bitter hotline always stayed with me. So because it was with me, and it was the 90s, and what did you do in the 90s? The same thing you did in the 80s. You made a mixtape. In the 80s, you did it on a cassette tape, but in the 90s, you could do it on your iTunes and then burn it onto a CD. So I created this disc called Bitter Hotline, and I know some of the songs that you have are on this list, and not on some of them are not on this list. But basically, during the 90s, there were some angry women.
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
bitch, I'm a lover,
There was
there
some
was just
angry
some
women in the
angry women,
90s. There was some angry women
and
in the 90s, and I dated most of them.
okay, so and this is why they sang.
And this is why they're
I
mad.
talked a little bit last week about, Fiona Apple's album Tidal. There's a couple of songs on there where she's just like just angry young woman, Criminal, Sleep to Dream. Also, you had, um, people like Erica Badu calling out Tyrone.
Call Tyrone.
You gotta call Tyrone. And I guess the queen of that kinda genre in the 90s was definitely, um, Jagged Little Pill from Alanis Morissette.
You ought to know.
Not just You Oughta Know, But yeah, that song got a lot of press because it was allegedly about the guy David Coulier who starred in Full House or was one of the stars of Full House and their relationship. But there's also some other kind of just daggers on that album. Like there's a song called Not the Doctor. It was not released as a single, but it is just one of those kind of bitter
Now,
betrayal
I want to
songs.
say something. Who
Sure.
would have thought that the guy that says, the guy who does the joke, cut it out, would be cool enough to hook up with Alanis Morissette?
See, I wasn't that big a Full House fan, so I didn't know that was his catchphrase?
He would say like, cut that out or something like that. He would some corny stuff he would do. And he had this
Oh,
hand puppet, he would make this funny voice with. I don't think that guy would be cool enough to get Alanis Morissette. This is
well,
kind of
and
like
again, that was
this is
before
kind of
she was
like
Alanis Morissette.
okay, this is kind of like Jermaine Dupri getting Janet Jackson. See, when I get to Hollywood, everything's open game.
I don't see why wouldn't a Jermaine Dupri be able to get a Janet Jackson? If he
Have you
treats her
seen?
well, I mean, some things are not about physical appearance, and you should be thankful for that. Ouch.
Wow!
I'm sorry. I'm just
Wow!
going.
Wow!
Oh,
You got me. You
Steve
got
has
me
got
on
a
that one.
good one, Songs of Betrayal. You
You go
can
your
go
own
your
way.
own way. And that whole
And here's the
album
thing about
evidently
Fleetwood Mac.
is about betrayal.
Here's the
That
thing about
whole
Fleetwood
Rumors
Mac.
album. Go ahead. What's the thing about
They,
Fleetwood Mac?
they all hooked up with each other. At some point, I think, and it's in Fleetwood Mac, they all hooked up with each other. So there's so much betrayal going on in there. Like,
Oh yeah, it was a hot mess.
yeah.
It was a hot, hot mess. Uh Now I don't know this ABBA song, Steve. The Winner Takes It All. So that's a gap in my ABBA knowledge,
Yeah.
and chances are, I wonder whether it was in Mamma Mia 1 or 2, because
Um,
chances are if it was ABBA, it was in one of those movies. I didn't think I would like ABBA, and then I absolutely loved Mamma Mia. But again, I preface that by saying I hate musicals, so
yeah, but see,
take it as you will.
other than Dancing Queen, I don't know
Mhm.
any ABBA.
Take a Chance on Me?
I know Dancing Queen. I
Did you
hated.
see Mamma Mia?
I love musicals, and I hated Mamma Mia.
You hated Mamma Mia?
Oh, couldn't stand the movie.
Oh, come on. It was
My
so
daughters loved
cute.
it, and they want to watch it over and over again. And I'm like, oh my god, shoot me in the head. I'd
I
rather
thought
have
those little
laser eye surgery than watch Mamma Mia
well, they put drops in your eyes. It's numb. It's not gonna
without
hurt
the
you.
drops.
Oh, man. Well, let's take a look at our list. One of the first songs you have is one of my favorites. It is, Queen Bee, Beyoncé,
Is that what they
To
call
the
it now?
Left, to the Left, Everything You Own in a Box to the Left. That's some cold
To the left. Everything you own.
Oh, Irreplaceable by Beyoncé
Everything
definitely
you
is one of
own.
those.
Everything.
And, oh, you're missing one on this list
You know
too,
what I'm
that
missing on this list? I just thought about it. Orange
'cause I
Juice Jones, The Rain.
Oh, I saw
Hey, hey,
you
hey, hey, hey,
and
hey.
him walking in the rain. Oh,
How
that
you doing
I
today? I miss you today. I miss so much I followed you. Yeah.
now that was an '80s song, but it was a throwback to those songs in the '70s where they gave you a whole little story in the middle of the song. For some reason, they
Yeah.
would break out into like a whole that was like an R&B staple. but
Yo,
Orange
that was
Juice
the
Jones brought that back out in the rain. But you know what you missed and didn't put it on the list, and let's just throw it in here. It's a thin line between love and hate.
oh yes.
5 o'clock in the morning. Oh man. I didn't think my girl had it in her, didn't think she had the nerve.
But
Here
she
I am
did.
in a hospital bed, bandaged from head to toe. For the life of me, I wanna know what she did to him because she's all sweet. "Are you hungry? Did you eat yet?" Just beautiful, but it's a thin line between love and hate is definitely, to me, one of the ultimate songs of betrayal. Who recorded that? Do you know who the artist is?
No, but I'm gonna find out for you.
Okay, because we don't have Ed.
We don't have Ed tonight
Okay.
unless Steve wants to look that up. Or Hey Archer's in the room. How you
It's a
doing, Hey
thin
Archer?
line between love and hate.
It's
It's
a
a
thin
thin line.
line
No
between
singing, no
love and
singing.
hate.
Uh, I think, actually, the movie actually comes up, but I'm thinking of the song, and I
I'm
don't know who
thinking
sings it.
I'd like to think it was the Stylistics.
Was it the Stylistics?
I'm trying to think it was
Oh, you know who it was? The Persuaders.
the Persuaders.
The Persuaders. It's a thin line between love and hate. That is a classic. Oh, no. No, no, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Our mother waited.
Call Tyrone.
You better
What he,
call Tyrone.
Tyrone was her
Tell
just
him
getting
come
tired
home
of his ish.
and help
Tyrone
you
it wasn't
get
betrayal.
your
It wasn't betrayal. He was just broke and trying to live off of her fame. So it wasn't
But no, I
betrayal.
thought that's why she was kicking him out though, because he
No,
cheated.
no, he didn't cheat. He was broke.
No,
Yes.
no, no. I
Yes.
think he had to go because he ain't have no,
He
no,
had
no.
nothing. You ain't never bought me nothing. Every time we go somewhere, I got to pay for Jim and Tyrone. I
I
gotta
don't
pay
think
your way, your cousin's way, even your brother's way. Yeah.
no, I think,
She
I
was
thought I
spending she was spending all her money because he ain't had none. So she kicked him out and said, call Tyrone. Help him come get your stuff. He didn't
mm,
cheat. He was just broke. He was just a broke brother.
let me see. I'm going through the,
Kirsten's here. See,
huh?
Kirsten's weighed in. It was about him being broke.
Oh, it was about him being
It was
broke,
about
so
him
it
being
wasn't
broke.
about
Trust
betrayal.
me.
I still put it on my list of bitter hotline songs because
It was
he
about
just
him being broke.
bitter hotline. Tyrone speaking. I ain't got no place to live.
I got a
Erica,
place to
my
live.
dude, kick me out.
No, here's a bit hotline. Hey, no, Ty, Ty,
Get your
Ty,
all right.
can you come get me? She threw me out, man. She told me to call you to help me get my. Oh man. Oh God. Okay,
All right.
so
So,
moving
but I
right
do
along.
like the what I like about Irreplaceable is actually you don't hear that line uh till the end of the song, right? Because the whole song, the
I think
lyric
she
I
says it in
remember
the
is
middle of the song.
to
The
the left.
irreplaceable. Yeah.
Everything you own is in a box
Well,
to the left, to the
that's
left.
like Orange Juice Jones in the rain. No, 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 no. Don't go look at that closet. Everything you came with is packed up in the guest room.
So that was the inspiration for
Yeah,
Irreplaceable
yeah. Don't
was
go look at that
The
closet.
Rain by
Look at that
Orange Juice
closet.
Jones.
Everything you came with is packed up in that guest room. Yeah, yeah. Get out here with that hush puppy shoe wearing I saw you with.
All right, next on your list,
Bobby Womack. Oh, heard it through the grapevine.
Heard It
Now,
Through the Grapevine.
me and you both agree. We like the Gladys Knight version better than the Marvin Gaye version. I know to some people
Agreed.
that's sacrilege, But we like the Glass Night version better.
Well, those people are wrong. Listen to the Glass Night version. It's a banging version. I'm sorry. The
Okay.
Glass Night version, I heard it through the great. And I know everybody likes the Marvin Gaye version. And in the 80s, they brought it back with the raisins. And, we were living life on and no diss to Marvin because he has
He's a
an
legend.
incredible voice.
He's a
But
legend.
there's something about that Gladys Knight version to me
Have
that
you heard the remix yet?
that's you keep telling me about this
I
remix.
keep telling you about the remix. There's a remix of Gladys Knight and the Pips, and the original one. They remixed it on a remix Motown album, and the remix is when you hear the remix, you'll get a new love for Gladys Knight's version. I'm telling you, because it comes in with a and it comes in with a low beat, and then all of a sudden it comes up.
You know that list I keep of the movies that you need to watch? I'm going to add this Gladys Knight and the Pip version so that
the remix version of Gladys Knight. I'm gonna send it to you. I keep saying I'm gonna send it to you. This time, I'm really gonna send it to you.
Okay. All right. I'm making notes. All
Bet
right.
you wonder how I knew.
Gladys Knight and the Grapevine. All right.
And then the end of the song, they remixed it. So all the end of the song, all you hear is the Pips going, heard it through the grapevine, heard it.
And it's on the Motown remixes, and I can find that on Spotify.
Yes, definitely.
Will do. I'm also going to throw my Bitter Hotline on in the description. It's not down there now. I meant to put a link to it on there, but it's not on there now, but I'll get it on there. All right, we're talking songs of betrayal here on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture, something we do every Saturday night as we hang out. Kenny, what is next on the list?
And if you have any songs of betrayal, if you want to get in the comments, please get in the comments like Steve did. Give us some because we're going to miss some. We're not going to get all of them. There's a lot of songs of betrayal. Steve had one on there that George said to me earlier, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's a song about betrayal because she was just didn't want him anymore.
Because to me, it seems more like a song of victory, of triumph.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's like you just walk back in and expect me to
I was
be
afraid.
free.
I was petrified.
Now I'm saving all my love for someone who's loving me. So he left her to be a player, and then he came back, and she's like, hey. Old shoes don't fit the same, brother. You ain't coming back in here.
Old shoes don't fit the same.
Yeah, I got that one from Mike. Mike told me that one. Old shoes don't fit the same.
Old shoes.
Whenever I thought about getting back with an ex-girlfriend, he goes, old shoes don't fit the same, man.
That's wisdom. All right. Let's move on. What's this next one? Because I don't think I know the next song.
Take it with you.
You have a
never
Bobby
heard this
Womack
song
on here. I don't think.
Now this is a song. This is about betrayal in another way. Bobby Womack. I wish he didn't trust me so much. Now this is about betrayal in another way.
Okay.
This is about this guy Bobby Womack's this guy, and he sees this woman that he's really attracted to, but that's his boy's wife. And he's got thoughts of cheating with his boy's wife. She's not returning the feeling, but he keeps leaving and leaving me alone with you. You keep leaving and leave me alone with your woman. Something gonna happen, man. Something gonna happen, man.
That's now, very dark.
Let me tell you the backstory to this song. Let me tell you the backstory to this song.
Okay.
Bobby Womack and Sam Cooke were really good friends back in the day. Sam Cooke died. Of course, we all know he was murdered. Bobby Womack later started dating Sam Cooke's wife.
Do we know who murdered Sam Cooke, or is it going to take 27 years?
Bobby Womack didn't murder. No, his wife didn't murder him. Apparently, Sam Cooke went to some place and acted crazy, and he was with a girl in a hotel, and he got stabbed. And the story about Sam, they should do a movie about Sam Cooke and his life, because the story about how he passed away, it's kind of shaky. Gotta watch the documentaries. It's kind of shaky. But anyway, it's another story that Bobby Womack started dating Sam Cooke's wife after Sam Cooke died. And I think Bobby Womack was, at time, he wasn't as big as he is. And he showed up to the funeral in one of Sam Cooke's suits. So is the song he wrote later, is that about Sam Cooke's wife? Or
Is about somebody else's wife he was about to take?
could be.
Because he's living like that.
But that's all about betrayal, because
Wow.
we got a bro code, man. You don't try to pick up your boy's girl, man. That's a no-no.
Oh, I'm sure there are people who violate the bro code on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, I know some of them people. But still,
You know what? That's why I had a problem with that last season of Friends. I know you were a big Friends fan, but I was like, I didn't like that whole Rachel
you know
Joey
what?
thing.
Not
That
even
bothered me.
not even the actors, Jennifer Aniston and who's the guy that plays
Matt
Joey?
LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc. They didn't even like that. Nobody in the cast liked that script that the writers have wrote. Nobody. It didn't feel right. It didn't even feel
Yeah.
right. So I'm glad they cut that off when they tried to kiss, and it's like, yeah, this doesn't feel right. So and you know what else breaks the bro? What other show breaks the bro code? How I
What?
Met Your Mother.
Oh, How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. They broke the
Because they were passing Robin around like a doll. I'm sorry.
we're going off on another tangent.
We're going on
Breaking the
another
bro
tangent.
code. But
So
the whole idea of betrayal doesn't just mean, because see, I think, or again, when I thought of this title, Bitter Hotline, again, I was thinking of those ladies of the 80s and all that anger. And I guess some of it boiled up to the 2000s, because next on the list is Carrie Underwood.
yes,
And when I'm thinking of betrayal, I don't know. It's kind of biased and kind of sexist, because it seems like I think men probably cheat more than women. But
whoa.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Archer, Steve, I need y'all to weigh in on me on this one, because my sister's about to go off the rails on this one. She's about to say stuff that is not. So before he cheats, this is a woman not to be trifled with.
Oh, I love this song.
This is a woman not to be trifled with. She's letting
Oh,
you know what's going to happen to your stuff.
well, no.
Erykah
He's
Badu said,
already done these things.
Erykah Badu said, call Tyrone and come get your stuff and go. Beyonce said, all your stuff's packed to the left. Gladys Knight is like, look, I heard through the grapevine. Bet you wonder how I knew. Carrie Underwood said, look, I'm
Yeah.
tearing everything you got up. Drive away if you want to.
He's inside the drive. Inside. Wait. I what is that? I drove my keys across the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive.
Yep.
But yeah, that's good.
Look, there's no better. What do you mean she ain't lying? Steve, come on, man. Hey, Archer, come on, man. You're
I'm just
killing me.
saying.
You're killing me.
I mean,
You're killing me.
especially if you go back in the history of like country songs. I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Patsy Cline.
You know what? You know
Great
what?
song called well, hold on, because I gotta give a moment for my girl Patsy Cline. I don't care what you say. I love me some Patsy Cline. Crazy, crazy for but anyway, but she has a song called She's Got You. Oh, it is just so, just kind of sad and depressing. But again, Bitter Hotline, Patsy Cline speaking. There you go.
Okay.
But
Okay, Ed Brown is in the house. I'm with KP. Thank you very much, Ed Brown.
Ed Brown in the house.
But hey, Archer. Hey, Archer, if he's thinking like that, he's no longer allowed to be a guest on our show anymore. He's going to be thrown under the bus. He is banned from the show or coming on anymore. That's just it.
But now, again, I know you came up with the list, so you tried to skew it. But again, if I go through my Spotify playlist, oh my goodness, you got songs like there's a song by Janet Jackson. It was not I don't think it was released as a single. I think she performed it once on an award show or for Fashion Week. It's called What About?
Oh, that's my song.
What About? Oh my goodness. That's some Janet Jackson raw right there.
Yeah.
Check that song out. It's called What About?
I love What About
by Janet Jackson. That's some Betrayal.
Yes.
And then I also had like a little Pink with some So What? Because again,
I never knew So What was a betrayal song.
I think she actually wrote it when she was having problems with her husband. And it was like, so what? I'm still a rock star. And now that you're gone,
I always thought So What was like an empowerment song, like, so what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves, and I don't need you. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it is. Okay.
And I don't need you. See, there you go.
There's one on my list that I want to, it's an 80s classic that is on my list. It's not on my list.
Okay.
That I think I need to mention here.
All right, throw it in.
Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name.
Shot to the heart.
You're to blame.
You're just trying to put more men in the mix, but
yes, I am. Yes, I am. We get hurt too. We get hurt too.
Sure, fine, whatever. Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay, here we go. I will throw you a female betrayal. What about Toto and Rosanna?
Is that a betrayal song?
Not quite a year since you went away.
But did she just leave him or did she betray him?
I don't know.
Did she leave him or did she betray him? It's a difference. Maybe he was boring and she left. Not really betrayal.
So like Tyrone, not really betrayal. You just got to go. You ain't got no money.
I can't
you got to go.
Anymore. You're not interesting. You're not funny. You're just boring. So I'm going to leave. Okay, Rosanna. Bye.
Okay. Now this one, Steve, I don't know. It's called Joking by Donnie Iris.
I never even heard of Donnie Iris.
So that I don't know. But we'll add it to the list of songs of betrayal. Actually, I have another one.
Yes.
That's not on the list, but it's by a group called Squeeze. Do you know Squeeze?
Oh, Tempted.
Oh, well, yeah, Tempted, of course, but they have a great little song called Up the Junction.
Really?
And that is like the story of a whole relationship in like 3 minutes. From the meeting, getting married, having the baby, to her, going off with a soldier. Because, she left him when his drinking became a proper stinging. And anyway, it's just a great, it's called classic Squeeze. It's called Up the Junction.
I have to check that. I don't think I've heard that one. I got to check that one out. Up the Junction.
So
I like Squeeze. I like Tempted because Tempted
is awesome.
Tempted is kind of like a betrayal song because you're tempted by fruit of another.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Um,
But what's going on? I first heard that song in college, and I was at a party in college, Tempted, and we were sitting around being college kids, and we was in like a very lucid state, and Tempted came on, and we're all just sitting around singing Tempted. And I didn't know all the words, so I was saying, woo, 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 woo. So Tempted by the fruit of another. Next on our
you-
list,
I'm sorry, I forgot that for your lucid state.
yeah.
But they also have the song that I never knew the lyrics for was "Pulling Muscles," and it's pulling muscles from a shell is what they're singing in the song. But for years, I've been singing "Pulling Muscles of Michelle." What does that mean? I don't know.
You know what?
Who knows? If you listen to half the lyrics, who can follow it? But "Up the Junction" is the song that you want to listen to.
And it has
Oh
another
my
one on here.
goodness. This is another good one from Air Supply. You
All
want to
out
talk
of
some
love. How does
80s.
that go?
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Oh, that's okay. I know the song. I
Pressing.
know the song. I know this. I know this.
Again, trying to prove that,
I got another
you've
one
been
here from our list.
betrayed. Okay. Go ahead.
Another one from our list, and this is a classic one. And this is not a love betrayal, but this is like betrayal in general.
Mhm.
OJ's
What
Backstabbers.
they doing?
The song says betrayal.
They smile
What
in
they
your
doing?
face
They
all the time
smile in
trying
your
to take
face,
your place.
be backstabbers. And he even said in this song, he's kind of got going back to the Bobby Womack, they keep coming to my house again and again and again. They just coming to see my woman. I don't even be home, and they just keep on coming.
So basically, if people are coming to your house not to see you, you gotta worry.
Not to see you. They didn't see your woman.
They smile in your face all the time trying to take your place, those backstabbers. Oh, wait, Ed is sharing some of the lyrics of All Out of Love. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was wrong, as it should be. Men are just wrong. They
Why
can't
do
help
he
it.
have to? Why do he have to be wrong? Why can't she be wrong?
Suspicious Minds by Elvis, another song of betrayal. I
Now,
can't hear that song in my head right now. I
suspicious
know it.
minds. I can't hear it either.
I know it, and I can't hear it. That's weird.
I have a song. I there's a song that showed up on a couple of betrayal lists because I went through a couple. I don't think
Mhm.
it's a betrayal song. Bill Withers, "Use Me,"
You just keep on using me
to use
until
me
you
up.
use me up. Yeah.
It's
I don't
not
know
really
what
a
that
betrayal song because he's
no.
being used and he knows he's a putz. He's a
But
putz.
he likes it.
He likes
He
it.
he wants to be used.
Keep on doing the things you do and keep on using me up. That's a putz. That's a putz list song. That's not a.
Yeah, we can't go on together with Suspicious Minds. I don't know, is that betrayal or
I
'cause
don't know if that's
evidently something's going
betrayal.
on.
Well, they're
Yeah.
suspicious of each other
We're caught in a trap.
because they're suspicious of each other because they might
Oh,
betray each other.
that's true. So there is
So
betrayal there.
you know,
I
so
You got it. I give it to you.
and I just thought of a topic for another show. You
Okay.
gave it to me. Yeah, no,
Okay.
but wait a minute. You gave it to
Okay.
me when you said how you were getting the Michelle thing wrong. Songs song, because there's always these songs that we always get the lyrics wrong to. So
Oh yeah,
songs that we get the wrong lyrics to. That's a good
big
topic.
old jet airliner
Yes. Yes. So the last one on our list, of course,
is
You
the
Ought to
classic.
Know by Alanis Morissette.
Because I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not
Yes.
fair.
Now, in this song, this
You,
woman
you,
is mad.
you ought to know.
Mad. You told me you was going to be forever and you lied.
Oh, that just opened the floodgates. Because I think, after that song, it was just like, okay, I guess now we can curse in songs. And now, hey,
Yes.
I guess that was Me Too before there was a Me Too movement. You know,
Well, there was another song we forgot. I'm the only one.
I'm the only one.
I'm the only one.
Oh, Melissa Etheridge?
Melissa Etheridge. Yes, I'm the only one.
Is that really Betrayal? Maybe.
Yeah, because she's
Okay.
talking about like I'm the only one, and you going off with this other person, but I'm the only one. Now you're not going to get what you get from her. You're not going to get what you get from me from
From
her
her.
too. It's an 80-20 thing. You're only going to get 20% of it.
Bitter Hotline, Melissa Etheridge speaking. I get you. All right. We can go there. We can go there. Let's check the comments. Are there any Betrayal songs that we have missed? Because I know there are probably a ton out there that we have not hit. But but the one thing we won't betray is you guys, and we thank you and appreciate you so much for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. We are here every Saturday night on YouTube. So if you will, please, Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture is the name of our YouTube channel. Trying to get a subscribe. That would be great. Thumbs up would be great if you're watching on Facebook. Even so, here is another uh, Betrayal song, In the Air
Is
Tonight.
it?
Now, that's not a
Is it?
love relationship betrayal. That was like a friend betrayal where he's saying, that I saw what you did and that, I think the whole story of it was that didn't he witness a friend or knew that a friend had did something that harmed somebody else?
There was something like that
I can't
because it was it
remember all
was
the
it
whole
was it
story.
was it was it was it was said that he had witnessed a murder or something at one point, but they said they refuted that and said that that's not it. It was something else he witnessed or whatever.
Well, if you witness a murder, don't write a book about it because 27 years later,
Yeah, you
you're
don't
going to
write a
jail.
memoir.
Boxes murder. Don't write a memoir. Uh,
I'm looking
Heart
at
of
another one on my
Glass.
list, and
Ooh, Heart of
is Heart
Glass
of
by
Glass?
Blondie.
Is that a
Yeah,
Betrayal song?
yeah. Once had love and it was a blast. Soon turned out to be a heart of glass. Feels like the real
That doesn't mean
thing.
the person betrayed her. Maybe he heard her
Well,
rap and said, "I can't be with you."
oh, that is cruel. That's not right.
What? What?
That's just, that's not right.
Bad hose, bad hose, bad hose.
Bad host. Uh, he
You
actually
rap
said
like that.
later that he was the one drowning and he was going through a divorce at the time. So
Yeah, I think
I guess
something like that.
Phil Collins. But once had love and it was a gas, soon turned out had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find mucho mistrust, love's gone behind. Hmm.
Mm.
Okay,
Somebody
I,
cheated on.
I
So
could
look,
go to a bad place with that one, but I won't.
somebody cheated on Deborah Harry because young Deborah Harry was hot. I don't understand.
It happens.
Yeah, well,
What is it? I think two different people cheated on Halle Berry, and I'm like,
well, she's crazy. She got crazy eyes.
crazy. What?
No, no. You ever seen that thing of How I Met Your Mother where they talk about girls with crazy eyes, women with crazy
No.
eyes? Halle Berry definitely has crazy eyes.
I reject this. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. They're
Crazy
okay.
eyes.
Ed, Steve, and Hey Archer, help me out here. There are women with crazy eyes that you just don't, no matter how good they look, you do not mess with them. Telling you, crazy eyes.
Crazy. You know, when you say crazy eyes, I think you ever see that movie with Eddie Griffith and uh DJ, I forget the name of it, and he's in prison and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
crazy eyes.
and he teaches them this crazy
Yeah,
eye thing to do so people will like, and everybody
yeah.
like comes back when he does it.
That's why he has a picture of Janet Jackson. You look at my picture of Janet.
And they do the crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes. Voices carried till Tuesday.
Oh, Voices Carry.
He
That's a good
said,
one.
shut up. He said, shut up. I like the end of that song.
Bringing on the Heartbreak by Def Leppard. I don't know that one, but I do love a good Def Leppard. Kenny is right. Oh Lord, let's not put that up there too much. Yikes. Oh wait, my computer is going down. What?
What? No, look, I'm saying to you though, what am I right about? Hey, are you just trying to get on my good side? What am I right about?
I hope it's not the crazy eye thing because
Oh, it's probably crazy, I think. There's certain women with crazy eyes. Halle Berry obviously had, look, people stopped talking about Halle Berry being as hot, and she still is beautiful woman. But we've realized now that Halle Berry has crazy eyes. You can tell. You can tell. It's crazy eyes.
it's just happening. The new guy, Ed is right. Ed is
Yes, the
always
new
right.
guy.
That was that movie. Not to be
Yes, the new
confused
guy.
with the free guy, but the new guy was that movie
I love the new guy. I love the new guy.
with the crazy eyes. That's where I first heard Crazy Eyes.
I love the new guy.
So you said you had a topic for next week.
I did.
Yeah. Frozen by Madonna. I don't
I
even
don't know
know
that
that.
one. I don't know that one.
I
And
don't.
I don't blame anybody for cheating on Madonna. She's just crazy. She didn't even have
And
the
it
eyes. She's just
and
crazy.
it says that crazy eyes or not, she's smoking hot. So there you
Yeah,
go.
Ed's kind of desperate, so let's not go by his words.
Don't mess with Ed. Anyway, next week, next week we will be back with an all new topic, and we thank you
Oh,
guys.
next week we're going to do that other topic that we said we're going to do. If look, there's a whole new brand of stars out there now,
Oh,
and a lot of us remember the Love Boat. A lot of us remember the Love Boat. So we wanted to, and a lot of the Love Boat stars were old stars and B-list stars and things like that. So next week we are going to cast an episode of the Love Boat. Who would you put on a Love Boat now
in 2023,
in
what would your
2023?
2023 Love Boat look like? Is that what it is?
Yes.
We're doing a
What would your
2023.
2023 Love Boat look like?
So does that mean we get to recast like Captain Steubing
Yes, we
and
get to recast because
Julie
we recast everybody and
and
Isaac.
then we bring in our Isaac, and then
You
we
know who
bring in
did good Isaac
who did a good
now?
Isaac?
What is that actor's name? Oh man. Oh man.
We'll save it for next week, Kenny. Just
Yes,
save it
I
for
I,
next
I
week.
know who'll be a good Isaac. But yes, yes, yes.
So
What is his
that's
name? I've seen him in so many different things. He was
so
in
well,
Hot Tub Time Machine. What
it'll
is?
come to you. Oh, I
Yes,
think I know who you're talking about. I think his last name is Robinson.
yes. He was in Office.
And Ed saying you can't recast
Yes,
Isaac. But we're gonna have a whole new Love Boat cast.
Craig
So
Robinson. Yes,
Craig Robinson,
Craig
that's who
Robinson.
I
Yes,
knew his last name was
we're going
Robinson.
to recast the Love Boat, and we're going to
Craig
bring in the
Robinson.
guest of the Love Boat, old
All right.
B-list stars. Who's an old star now?
So we will set sail with you guys next Saturday night
I'm gonna get a
as
sailor's hat.
we talk pop culture.
Get a sailor's hat.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
have
a
a.
sailor's
I'm gonna
hat?
have a. Yeah. I'm gonna have a lifeboat thing hanging back
Oh,
here. You know.
my word.
I'm,
This is what I'm
I'm
related
gonna get.
to.
I'm gonna get a sailor's uniform. Maybe. I'm gonna wear that. The ship ahoy.
Yeah. Oh Lord. You JJ Walker? Wait
Jimmy
a minute. He would
Walker.
have been on the original Love Boat, so we can't have
Yeah, he
him as
was
our
on. He was on the original Love Boat.
he was on the original Love Boat. Um, and besides, he's too busy selling like I think life insurance on for AARP. Anyway, um, I don't know. I'm just a little loopy. I think I need an adult beverage. So we are gonna have to end this stream by all
Oh, I'm gonna tell mommy.
means. We see you guys next Saturday night. It's Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.
God bless your soul and keep living peace.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.